So in this video, we're gonna celebrate. Wait, I'm already doing a bonus video. Now I have to talk about this shit. Okay. Well, we have to discuss the morality of doxing, boys. This actually happened before, by the way. I literally talked about it on my channel in a way. The morality of doxing. And the time that I revealed my face, in terms of, like, popularity of the video. Jake Paul did it, alright? The magical words Jake Paul reveals your face of, unfortunately. That fucking sucked, man. Honestly, that's where we're gonna start. The doxing begin. What? I'm like the super villain right now. What? Before I go deeper, try and survive, okay? Unless you're a little kid on YouTube. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, dealing with drama. I see little kids excited about drama. You guys not helpful, all right? You guys will have to stay away from this nonsense. You don't understand what's going on at all. All right, so if you're underage, under 18, you're not productive to me whatsoever. You're not helpful. And if you're a little bit over, I mean, the only thing people can be helpful for is, like, push my video, because I'm an alternative point of view. I'm not gonna just give you the news. I'm actually gonna give you an opinion to work with, all right? Try not to be upset about it as well. The reason why I'm an alternative point of view, if you haven't noticed, I've been supporting SSSniperwolf. Now, will I continue doing so even after the doxing? Unfortunately, yes. Because Jacksfilms don't have that much reputation to just fuck around and tell me, or any other YouTube authority, to take action and just, like, deplatform SSniperwolf. I mean, the best that can happen is, like, we can force these people to meet each other face to face. That could be. I mean, we could threaten SSniperwolf with something. Obviously, I'm role-playing as a Thor. I don't have buttons. I can only talk about morality of things. Alright? What should happen? That's what I should be doing. It's the best thing. YouTube CEO seat is, like, for everyone to do, in fact. But I'm the only one doing it, though. So yeah, this is a twisted situation where I immediately take a stance of, like, no, Jacksfilms, you don't have reputation to spend to cry like a baby of being exposed on the internet. It happens, all right? But the funny thing is, like, it's actually like a fucking cosmic brain IQ move. Like, it's SSniperwolf is kind of like coming down, and she wants to just resolve this in the most stupidest way. It seems like she had the moral high ground. She was being attacked. That's what happens in drama. Like, you take the moral high ground. I immediately support someone that, like, can only be defended and cannot be attacked because, like, everyone else is doing that. That would be boring for me, my friends. Really boring. I don't tend to do what everyone else is doing. I tend to try to do the opposite and see what happens. And if people just treat me as an enemy, that was not my intention to be your enemy. You know, my intention is always to find friends, but I still can't do that. You know, it's still a sad, sobbing story in the end. So, I mean, I'll be your enemy then. That's the second best thing. And I'm not sure what's going on in Sniper's head. All right, the psychological thing that's going on. I sort of understand the women's side of things, of how they operate. They operate through like emotion, the hard thing. She would show up as a woman. She would just like be drawn physically to Jacksfilms, not because of his appearance, but because of his obsession, basically. And she's kind of like referring to that. I don't know what this means at the moment. What you doing? Yeah, it's really fucking weird. Cause like it becomes like this weird conversation between a man and a woman. A woman is gonna be like implying that you're obsessing over her, which is true. Jacksfilms is doing that. And the Sniperwolf is responding accordingly. Jacksfilms is doing that unintentionally, but he is doing that because the proper way to do it is to show other React channels as a comparison who are like doing a better job that Jacksfilms actually cares about, you know, and appreciates. But if you don't appreciate React channels as a whole, it's just like a straight up attack and misunderstanding of like, oh, React channels shouldn't be a part of YouTube. Like, you have to explain your situation. You can't just sit there and obsess over something and just occupy as much space as possible for views. Sniperwolf's point of view is completely understandable, and she expressed that on Instagram. That's her platform. And a lot of people are now drawn to her Instagram. Like this is a fucking cosmic brain move. What's going on? This is 3D chess. Like, whatever the fuck Penguin Zero says, oh, it's a blunder. You don't fucking understand. This is not just fucking YouTube involved in here. Now everything is involved. Fucking Penguin. Yeah, that's the dude that, you know, covers everything really fast. So I'm like, probably everyone saw his video, right? First. So yeah, you see two disconnected sides of the story. And it still doesn't really like negate my support for Sniperwolf, but I can't support her anymore because that would be just like a messy situation. I don't like it. Like I mean, Jacksfilms did imply that she can contact him like in more meaningful ways, right? But that's not about that. Like contacting, like going to someone. That's like she would be in a disadvantage, unfortunately. Like he would just set up this situation, right? Because I don't know if Sniperwolf can set up anything. I don't know, man. I just like adults. Now I'm confused. There's too much things that were like deleted and stuff, right? That's not it. The start of the video shows that. Another thing that just bothers me, but when it comes to this situation, like we just talked about like Jake Paul and another dude that I didn't thought is gonna come back from the dead, but he's making moves. Fantastic Daily. Fantastic Daily was a person that talked about black-eyed children showing up at the door. You know, that one's fucking pretty creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, just the story that just creeped me out. I'm like, now I have to imagine that situation and like, what would I do if like those little children have like supernatural powers of some kind? I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? But like just showing up at them at the door and being like with black eyes, like would just destroy my soul. What? I can't just slam the door. Something crazy is gonna happen, bro. But I can't attack these creatures. Like it's a perfect mix of insanity, I would say. It's like, shit, this is a supernatural creature that probably can also shapeshift, because why not, right? So that was Fantastic Daily, and Fantastic Daily just kind of disappeared from existence, basically. Turned into a completely different channel and just kind of disappeared. But there was doxing going on in the end, because people were upset, all right? The doxings don't happen just randomly. People get upset for being played, for being toyed with, basically. For being told like a fake story. Now, with Jake Paul's situation, I don't even remember necessarily who got doxed. Again, some kind of YouTuber. It feels like Markiplier out of all things. Some kind of one of those. So I talk about the Ponzi scheme backfiring, basically. You create a pyramid of a Ponzi scheme. I don't know what was going on in my head and why I thought about a Ponzi scheme stabbing the creator of the Ponzi scheme. But, like, the more people you touch, I mean, the risk of getting backstabbed by your own creation is getting pretty large. And it's not getting smaller by any means. It's like, what even is a Ponzi scheme, and why am I talking about it? I'm not sure, bro. But it's a very interesting matrix that just opens up. Like, what?
Definitely immoral. He's playing with reality. He's creating a narrative which is very dangerous because it creates a...
I do hate my hair like that. I was suffering from that type of hair, okay? I was cutting my own hair, I would imagine. Of course. Because, yeah, like, you can see me just fucking... I'm in the same position right now. I hate human beings, okay? So I'm not gonna cut my hair and give them money for it. Like, I'm already in a fucking compromising state. No. It's not helpful for me. It gives me some self-esteem, that I don't look like a fucking idiot. But it doesn't give much self-esteem when knowing that I have to subscribe to that service. So, apologies for looking like this. To this day, in fact. So this appearance is pretty... This is better, actually, because I'm younger here. Now it would be kind of fucking threatening. So yeah, this is a good point. It's immoral to play with reality. It's immoral to play with... Now, was Jacksfilms playing with reality by obsessing over SSSniperwolf and just focusing on her with a bingo thing and all that? Was he toying with reality? Sort of. The only thing you can say to that is, first of all, it has never been done before. No one has just obsessively posted video after video. Like the water torture, basically, sort of idea. But the water torture for the audience. For the audience to, like, please accept. Because, like, SSniperwolf is not gonna watch these videos. It's the audience gonna watch the Jacksfilms. So again, you must understand, this is complicated. You're not gonna just figure out by a snap of like, oh, this person did something bad, so they're the problem. That's not how morality works, my friends. You can't point a finger at something and tell that they're the problem. They have to disappear. Now you're the problem. You're the finger pointy thing, you know, like you're gonna pull out pitchforks next, right? Like a part of the mob, because you have to solve the problem now. Well, you're the last type of solution I want. And for the mob just stepping in, doing their thing. You're supposed to just sit here on YouTube and be entertained, instead of wasting your fucking time typing nasty comments. At least buy a pitchfork, okay? We need your money. Nah, I don't know. I'm never gonna talk about money, because that is cringe, bro. But like, you should be sitting here, like, at least teaching yourself something. Like, you're watching my video. That's pretty good. It's good stuff. Not because
There's only
you will like it. You have to like education in general. And understanding the deeper meaning of things. So, yeah, I totally agree. This is obsession. This could be done a lot better. This is waterboarding the audience. That Sniperwolf, you know, is always doing bad things all the time, and now finally she has proven herself. You know, it actually culminated this year. I didn't thought like something fucking that twisted will happen. I could have never predicted that. So hats off to Sniperwolf for doing something crazy, bro. Like, okay. Now this aged pretty well though. Alright. And this might actually like show up in Sniperwolf's tagged thing. Like she now moderates that shit. If you don't understand Instagram, I understand that you're a loser. All right, like she is moderating this stuff. So October 4th is where she allowed a post to sneak in. When did I do mine? Was I rejected 7 days ago? So I could still pass the Sniperwolf moderation thing. While everyone is saying that she will never respond to me, or, you know, I'm just a simp, and I will never get anything back. We'll see. I don't know. You tell me. I think the graphic is pretty interesting. I think she likes her own picture already. And I think we can all be proud of, like, her being mostly on Instagram, where kind of she belongs with all the other girls, so to speak, you know. But she's not really, like, a celebrity per se. YouTuber is still, like, hardly a celebrity. Like, Mr. Beast can barely, like, have celebrities in his videos, but it feels like a completely different level. Like, Mr. Beast still doesn't feel like Mr. Beast can, like, challenge celebrities. I'm not gonna talk about... I'm just wanted to show you the post of, like, the duel. I didn't thought it was gonna be, like, the dogs, but, like... yeah. There's nothing we can do about it. You know, like, we have to, like... When it comes to morality, we need to find the best solution to first resolve the drama, understand other people's point of view, and their frustrations, how they deliver the information. I mean, absolutely, sure, great. Good job, Jacksfilms. You're going to get some cookies for that one. You're going to get protection. You're going to continue existing for a little bit, and maybe more than I thought. Things are getting, like, a little bit more even than I thought they would get. Because now it's confusing of what should I do next. So going back, like, this obsession, how does this relate to reality? And this would be called harassment. This is, again, very new. And yes, it is harassment. It's called harassment bingo, where you nitpick every single detail and you're looking for the bad traits to show up consistently, right? But you have to stretch the limit of what you define as a bad trait. You're just looking for a crime, basically. It's a crime bingo. But now that if you're focusing on one person, it has to be like a bad trait bingo, right? It's exposing bad traits and amplifying that by saying they're going to be reoccurring over and over again. That's technically harassment, my friends. Like, you can run around, but you're going to be still sucked into just what you're running around. Like, we still going to be able to see what you're doing, all right? We're going to be able to compile that. It doesn't matter how you stretch it out, how much you sugarcoat it. This is harassment. So what Sniperwolf did, she just accelerated and counterstruck Jacksfilms. She shouldn't have done it by herself, but, you know, we're talking about lower level individuals who can't, you know, connect properly. So unfortunately, well, It had to happen, you know. She had to, you know, find her like independent solution, basically, right? Just a straight up independent solution of just taking a vigilante type of approach. It's a messy situation. It's just weird. Like, you must understand, like, we don't fully understand what her perspective is, but they both have to sit down, calm their personalities down and all the fucking surrounding noise. They have to just talk face to face in a room. So Sniperwolf understands that you have to talk face to face. Jacksfilms understands that you have to do it calmly and where no one gets hurt, but they don't have a medium to connect to. All right, Sniperwolf can just reach out to Jacksfilms. It's just Jacksfilms will always have the upper hand. Like, you must understand. I understand they're both positions, and since I'm supporting Sniperwolf, I'm like, fine, you did the vigilante move, spicy, you know, let's see what happens next. Because if someone does something stupid, Sniperwolf will get in trouble. Then Sniperwolf will get in trouble. But Jacksfilms will have to sit in fear, just like Sniperwolf has to sit in frustration. It's just another emotion. Unfortunately, as a YouTube authority, I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do anything because this has to resolve now by itself. Both parties, they want to resolve things by themselves. It's a fascinating story. We'll see what happens, bro. You know, that's my take. Both Jacksfilms kind of just wanted to resolve by himself, by riling up the mob and just throwing tomatoes and like, boo, like, let's dislike this creature, you know, it's just another drama thing. It's no different. I just created my own way of doing it and dealing with this stuff. It's weird. It's pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie. Also, probably that's why I lost one subscriber, you know, like, oh my god, someone unsubscribed. I felt it, guys. I totally felt it. Supporting Sniperwolf, yeah, now you changed your mind. Now you have to be my enemy, right? By default, because now she's definitely the problem. Now that there's like 3 points you can point at her, finally, which is fascinating to me. I am so also glad that Sniperwolf actually gave you guys a third argument to salivate over of like, oh my god, the big YouTuber is gonna fall because of 3 things, not just 2, not because her content is poo-poo and she steals other people's content, but she also wants to talk face-to-face in the most disrespectful way that, you know, exposes a big audience to Jacksfilms. She could be completely oblivious. Again, she's just operating on her own terms, and her, you know, intelligence does not, like, she doesn't get enough, like, feedback and help from anyone else. She wants to be, like, super independent woman. That's the vibe, right? And it's just, like, it's weird. The real question is, like, how many people are working behind the scenes, and what did they say to Sniperwolf? Because, like, she couldn't even find a camera person for her recent videos, recent, like, vloggy, I'm in the kitchen things. She couldn't even find a camera person, which is weird. Like, where are these people? How many people are working and editing her videos and giving her things to do, right? What's going on? That's what I would do if I sit them down. We have to, like, uncover everything because there's a lot of speculation going on. Technically on both sides, I would say. Sniperwolf is speculating by exaggerating things. And Jacksfilms is exaggerating speculation. You know, that this might not be transformative. This might be stealing. And this, you know, this whole doxing situation has to be shut down by YouTube themselves. This is a desperate move. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Again, I've said you have to spend reputation for you to take action. I mean, it probably would be tit for tat, right? You don't show up in YouTube Rewind. SSniperwolf will. But we slowly, like, shut down SSniperwolf as well, right? Or, like, freeze her account. And she's not getting any more reputation. But Jacksfilms is no longer in YouTube Rewind. If you like that idea, that you're no longer a YouTuber, you're gonna sacrifice yourself for SSniperwolf, well, you're still not gonna do much. I will respect that, though, quite a bit. You're not gonna do much. But you do have to, like, leave YouTube as well for that. You have to put something up front. You have to make a sacrifice, because your actions might not have been harassment, but, like, everyone else was trying to, pitch in and stink up the place surrounding SSniperwolf's influence, basically. They definitely stink up my place. You can't just toy with the mob and expect, like, nice things to happen when they're not happening, when people don't have the right tools to be a positive influence. So neither Jacksfilms is a positive influence, neither the mob is the positive influence. So don't fucking expect SSniperwolf to do a positive thing, all right? At least, I'm asking a very simple question. Like, there's one thing that SSniperwolf did that is fucking hilarious, and why Penguin is a fart when it comes to this drama, coverage. There's one thing that SSniperwolf did that's fascinating. She did something unpredictable that Jacksfilms doesn't have in the bingo book. It's one of those memes, Oh shit, I didn't have this on my bingo, though. Oh, the Vigilante shit. My goodness. Yeah, that's fascinating. It does feel like it's sugar-coated as, like, a little bit of an accident, but there's a lot of, like, sort of aggressive nature going on. So we don't know what's going on in the background. That's the problem. You can't just judge things on the surface. It's too easy, all right? It's too easy to just dismiss everything. This is why I don't want children just being so fucking loud about it and crying about it. Like, you don't understand. The background noise matters. Like, what's going on? What are the details? They matter. It also matters that, Jacksfilms, out of frustration, he has to talk like a robot and just, express concern instantly. I'm just like, I wouldn't give a fuck about this NPC. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had enough of NPCs already. I don't need this shit. Let's hear the tone of his.
Sets a terrifying precedent that you can dox and stalk your critics so long as you have a big YouTube.
Yeah. Well, as long as these critics are NPCs, then get the fuck out of here. Technically, this is literally the same thing. Like, you can put side by side an NPC who's trying to get money and Jacksfilms, and who's just leeching money from YouTube and other means, basically. Because his content is sort of getting a little bit of a boost as well, I would imagine. But the creators he's trying to, save from SSniperwolf, no, they're not gonna get anything. It's just a desperate attempt. Like, I've covered this drama many episodes, all right? SSniperwolf has the moral high ground for the most part until this point. She just fucking sumo slams this person. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, anything can be a solution, and maybe this is one of those. Maybe SSniperwolf found her solution, and now we have to respect that this is between him and her, and this guy doesn't understand. He's trying to, like, please YouTube, please do something, please join, because, like, she's body slamming me. What am I gonna do, right? What am I gonna do though? There's a problem though, another thing that Jacksfilms didn't fucking predict. Alright? Another fucking thing. The reason why he deserves the body slam is for a simple reason of labeling this as war. If you fucking say it's war, then anything goes. Sniperwolf can, in fact, legally dox your motherfucking ass, bro. Holy fucking shit, bro. You label this as war, though. Be careful what you fucking say. Because shit happens. It just happens. And you have a gravestone next to it, bro. Like, excuse me. And then you're sad. You're sad, you're mourning death of... Bro, this is a picture, bro. And now you're a fucking NPC all of a sudden. Alright? It's a gravestone for, like, Jacksfilms' soul. Just left. Like, what the fuck is going on, right? What is going... And again, spiritually, you have to take into consideration every single nuance like that. You just have to. You have to understand. This is fascinating. This is 1 hour ago. I just like woke up kind of in the middle of the night. I'm like listening to Miranda, who also showed up in like fucking Mr. Beast video. There's some glitches going around. I'm scared, man. I don't know. The YouTube rewind is going to be pretty weird to make and release and see the reactions of people, because like this is supposed to be drama free, right? Like it's not supposed to have some kind of super crazy storyline. It's just supposed to like elevate people's emotions of like, wow, these people are influential and they made it to YouTube rewind. This is fucking... This is madness. But again, Sniperwolf just like found potentially just a pinpoint. If she can resolve drama faster by herself, I mean, hands down, I'm not gonna be mad at this. I'm gonna be praising her still. If she can do it, because it does look like there's something missing and Jacksfilms just disappears from existence. Like, not in terms of like getting violated as a human being, in terms of just like maybe Sniperwolf knows something we don't know. We have to respect. That's what respect is. Maybe this person knows something we don't know. They put their take out there. Whatever happens next, if you can actually do something positive, you also playing chess. Basically, you have to make positive moves and not make terrible moves. This probably was not a blunder. Probably Levy from the chess community would say, this was the sacrifice of the rook, you know? This was fucking crazy, bro. Oh, man. Sacrifice the rook? It always looked like a crime, dude. But, dude, you sacrificed your rook? No, Sniperwolf did, okay? Sniperwolf sacrifices her rook for some kind of advantage, right? She sacrifices even more of her reputation, which she technically doesn't have a reputation in terms of the mob, right? Surrounding her, so she probably feels like, oh, it's okay to sacrifice the rook and like speed things up a little bit. Maybe we'll find the checkmate somehow. So if you want to talk chess, let's fucking talk chess. If we're obsessed about chess, I mean, let's fucking go. I didn't think personally that chess would be this influential like last 2 years. It's fascinating to me as well. So what did I put chess? Yeah, I put chess in YouTube Rewind last year, absolutely. The anxiety chess. We're gonna talk about it 2 episodes in, because I still need to cover like Mr. Beast's 200 million. There's 2 dramas going on parallel to each other. What Mr. Beast did is just as big, responding to Jacksepticeye in the most disrespectful way. That was pretty fucking huge, okay? And this just slipped under the radar. You guys have to fucking jump in and understand how big one tweet can be when it just comes out of spite, you know, when it comes out of retaliation. Mr. Beast is like, he's weak when he's being attacked. All right? When he can just flex big numbers and make people salivate, he feels pretty good, just like any flexor would, right? But he has to be a moral person as well. He understands. Like, he has to be a moral person to be able to attract people and not, like, let them go. He has to do that. Everyone has to do that. I have to do that too. Why am I not attractive? Because I have nothing to show for American audience. All right? That's it. That's all that's going on. On the internet, Americans are still dominating and fucking around, basically. But you don't understand what's going to happen when Europeans will realize how powerful they are on the internet and how much they actually need it. Need this, you know, platform to express themselves and their frustrations, their anger. They're going to start with TikTok, but some people are going to level up from TikTok to YouTube, and some people are going to level down from YouTube to TikTok, which is what I, you know, recommend Jacksfilms to do. Get the fuck out of here, you know. Get the fuck out. Yeah, just lay low for a while, all right? Don't be so obsessed, because now people are actually going to, like, tune in their emotions, and, but now they have tools to, you know, try to talk like adults. Like, there's some crazy moves going on. So I don't know how this is going to resolve, but it's definitely quite a turn. Quite a turn. Let's finish this video that I have an opportunity to watch. All right, myself talk about doxing, basically. 6 years ago. All right, there's a big difference between me 6 years ago and now. Oh, Post Malone gets doxed. And again, I'm in this situation of, like, if you don't have any reputation, and Post Malone is one of those musicians that, like, kind of looks fucking weird, kind of like H3 friend, like, that's not going to give you reputation either. I'm not a ghost hunting type of person. Nah. Also, Weeknd's collaboration didn't impress me. Post Malone is not a person that I care about too much. All right, so I think it's a service. It's a fanboy service a little bit. It's just kind of, it's weird. Why would Jake Paul would choose Post Malone, right? What's going on? There's a huge now background story that just comes back to life. There's a whole podcast going on of H3 interrogation service, basically. Because that's where he leveled up the interrogation. Please tell us that quietly, let's calm down. Let me just invade your space and take all the information I need, give you a middle finger because I'm a farty fat man, and leave you, all right? Leave you to just do your thing. We're gonna do our thing now because we will have information. Oh shit, now my nose is bleeding because everyone knows what I'm doing. Oh no, H3, what happened to you? Oh shit. Yeah, you wouldn't mess with Jake Paul now, right? So there's different people now. Unfortunately, this is what technically the culmination of Jake Paul, and I didn't even knew that this would happen. But like, this is technically a transformation for the better. It's just like Jake Paul doesn't know how to like sugarcoat himself into like self-presentation, to be more appealing, to look more normal and moral to general audience, right? But his image definitely like gotten like more of like a cleaner slate, I would say, in a way, because like boxing is just a consensual thing. It makes no fucking sense what people do of like fighting each other, like, but there's an emotional grip of like, well, they can consent to that, and there's a lot of emotion attached. So you have to like at least get what you're getting, right? So it's also fascinating stuff looking back into the story. Post Malone, okay. It's not even a YouTuber. I don't know how to feel about this. It's kind of weird. You must also understand, like, Jake Paul doesn't have boundaries himself. He himself doxed himself anyways, right? And at the start of his career, like, people kind of knew and were gathering next to his home, and like, he didn't have boundaries himself. So he just applied his own standard. This is why I say, like, context matters. Whatever Sniper Wolf is feeling, she could be also applying her standards and completely misunderstanding the rest of the YouTube ecosystem. She might not even paid attention to that. She was just watching TikToks and just celebrating that she is wealthy and stuff. But like, it's weird. Like, there's so much background that could be like resolved. That's how they should do it, you know, and talk about it, reveal it. It's kind of like, it's the only way you can settle things down. You have to like settle for an agreement of some kind. That's what YouTube should be doing. Enforcing people to settle for an agreement of like, what the fuck's going on. All right. Hire a medium between these people that can communicate and respect both sides. And then we can just settle things down. And everyone can calm down, because drama is not supposed to be happening. No one should be harassing each other. All right. Understandably. But hey, Jacksfilms started at first expecting a body slam. I mean, that should have been on a bingo, actually. It should have been on the fucking body slam. My goodness. I mean, this is what we get. Like, it is what it is, right? Like, we can't change anything but like enjoy the show. All right, as long as it doesn't turn into stupid garbage. Now, it depends also on the area where Jacksfilms is living. That fucking depends. Also, calling it a shooting. Next, I'm doing a shooting right now. It's like, Sniper Wolf, like, slow down, because like, you throwing words in there that probably shouldn't be like connected together, right? Shooting and Jacksfilms' home should probably not be connected like together, right? If Sniper Wolf knows what she's doing, now I'm concerned about her reputation, and she might, you know, have to take a break and apologize. You know, have to be forced to make an apology with you, unfortunately. It does feel like Sniper Wolf has to be forced to do certain things. But for authorities to do that, like, it's weird. It's weird. It's more like a financial type of thing. It's more of an advice route that we should be going. We'll see, right?
Is he?
So yeah, Fantastic Daily was a person that just wanted to toy with reality, create this narrative, a very scary narrative that some supernatural creatures exist. You have to be scared of them. I'm scared of them too. They are attacking me now. They're showing up at my door. And it's like, okay, great. Now people are invested. You're kind of creating drama around you. It's just weird. It's a weird situation that is very difficult to resolve, especially if you're immoral. If you're immoral, you just like, fuck, I like attention. We're just gonna keep digging the grave, right? That's the problem. And now black-eyed children represent angry people who just desperate to knock on your door and see what's up. What the fuck's going on, right? Why do we have to hear this twisted narrative? There's real problems out there. People are not supposed to be involved in kind of twist of reality. Reality twisting is technically, you know, immoral. Same goes with Jake Paul. He started as an immoral little bastard. He wanted to learn things by being immoral, by being outrageous. that is his whole strategy as a narcissist. He wants to start as being immoral, but he's going to learn from his mistakes, you know, and just carry the burden. Or just like, that's how a bully does, right? Like a bully technically wants to learn from his mistakes, but he has to be taught a lesson. Someone has to stand up to a bully. Otherwise, he didn't do nothing wrong. Everyone is fearful of the bully. So that's Jacksfilms' strategy. And Fantastic Daily, you know, was kind of irrelevant person, pretty much hiding his face. I'm not sure. At some point, no. Only in the end, he revealed his face, right? I'm not sure exactly. But it was way too twisted to not involve him into real life by any means. Because like you're selling this story like it's really happening. It's gonna affect a lot of people. We have to, you know, declare war on these fucking supernatural creatures. Like people need to know about this. It's like you can't twist reality like this. It's so messed up.
And
back in the day, I was like completely oblivious. Now I'm in a tangent of like talking about fiat currency or whatever. I'm not sure how I will get out of the tangent, but the idea is, wait, I love fake Dave. Resubscribed. It's fake Dave. Fake Paul boys. Oh, that's kind of funny. That's funny. Fake Paul. Bogan Paul? Rogan Paul. I mean, he's literally Rogan Paul, though. My goodness. What? Wait, Logan. Rogan Paul. What an upgrade. Full name. Rogan Paul. No. Wait. Rogan Paul. What the fuck? Gotta be careful when you start a podcast. You might turn from Logan to Rogan. Anyways, so fiat currency, of course, very relevant. Yeah, I didn't knew the impact that this video was gonna have. I get like fucking 10 views, so I don't care. But this one just kind of blew up, like out of nowhere. I'm like, what? Drama? People care about drama? I was completely oblivious that this is how you get views. This, for the second time, I was kind of oblivious on YouTube. Like, wait. Oh, I uploaded like 400 videos this year. The only time I'm gonna get views is when I cover drama. Like, what the fuck? Yes. That's the only time. That's the only time anything leaks out and the creators actually are appreciated for standing up for their moral rights, you know. That's the only time. On YouTube, you're gonna get views, like, properly. When you do, when there's a moral dilemma going on and people need to contribute, basically, because there's many aspects that you can find, but you have to genuinely find something, right? Genuinely stitch something together. I only stitch Frankenstein monsters, unfortunately. They don't look very pretty. I don't have much time to, you know, dedicate on editing videos or preparing the scripts or whatever, but it's kind of like makes it more realistic, right? Like, I can say smart things, but when it comes to action, I would also not, like, really perform well at all. So I sympathize with just the messy situation that's going on. Like, YouTube authorities also are not vocal people. I'm trying to be vocal. I'm trying to see what's going to happen, basically, at the very least. But in the end, I want to benefit somehow. I want to be appreciated for the work that I do. I will fight for it. It's a messy situation all the way around. So I have my intentions. All right, and you must also take in consideration of that. So, like, little children, are they going to be able to take in consideration, like, fucking 1,000 points that you need to actually know anytime you open up a box to amplify the drama, because every single person adds a little bit of fire to the problem, right? And we're trying to like burn the problem down. We're trying to like solve it by burning it down, by contributing. But I mean, there might be a better solution.
I don't know.
So it's kind of like a very fascinating thing, right? A strategy of burning down things because that's how we do it. Now, when I say that, it opens up a whole matrix that I will just discuss next year, all right? We're shutting down this drama for real. It's a grand ending, but like, it already happened. So this is like a to be continued type of move, right? We're gonna talk about this drama more and more because there's a lot of people who contributed, who are big YouTubers, right? They contributed something. I already covered H3 and Will, and I'm sure there's gonna be someone else popping their head out, and it will be interesting to observe that shit. Because that's the stuff that matters. I don't matter. Like, you would not understand my point of view if you just like tuned in to one of my videos and you don't like, I don't have enough reputation to pull people in and sucker them in into listening to me. I don't have that kind of pull. But I could at least like put my position down of like, I will support SSniperwolf a little bit less now, because now she wants to do the vigilante thing. She has to do things herself. And I'm like, perfect. This is a perfect moment to do that, because I don't want to be involved in this drama while I make YouTube Rewind. So what she did is actually like, you know, very respectable. I'm like, I'll take that one. That one I will take. Jacksfilms crying on the camera sounds like an apology video to me instead. And I'll take that too. All right, as an apology for what he's doing to SSniperwolf. You know, I'm not doing anything. It's not harassment though. Great. Then SSniperwolf is not stealing. Like, if we can just define things the way we fucking want without any arguments, let's do that. Let's do that. Sniper never stole any. But then what the fuck is all this content that you made, right? If we can just define things, maybe SSniperwolf can also pick up on those patterns, right? Patterns of behavior. And she can apply the principles really quickly and align the principles, but also align the most like missing piece. Try to pull out the missing pin basically and see what happens, because like that's very relevant somehow. Maybe she learned it from her boyfriend, because her boyfriend is very likely narcissistic, right? And suppressive to her, you know, well-being, I would say. But like maybe that's one of those special moves. Like, I don't know, this is like super twisted, because like her boyfriend is also involved in the same fucking drama indirectly, filing a lawsuit for divorce for a big chunk of money, right? There's a lot of shit going on that people just can't put it together. You know, you have to have a big brain for this shit. Congratulations, guys. You should appreciate that I put my brain for work. You will at least appreciate for a long time. Like, I'm still getting views, certain amount of views. I didn't thought like, why am I getting so many views? I'm like, what's going on, right? But I kind of, there was a culmination to that. I don't think like this number was still like lingering at 300. I'm not sure if there was something brewing in the background, but like it's fascinating. Obviously, there's a lot of people who like slag back and show up a little bit late to the class, right? So, whatever. And yes, I call my audience the class at this point, because like only a really, really desperate for knowledge individuals would watch my videos. If you're rich and careless and you have found your strategy to just screw everyone over, congratulations. You're gonna come to my classroom like 2 weeks from now, okay? So you have a lot of time to just party and do nothing, basically, for 2 weeks. But then you're gonna fucking come to my classroom anyways. Especially when I'm exploding in rage of like, where are you, little bitch? You are 2 weeks too late, man. Yeah, that's how real educators educate people. All right, people have to actually stand aside and look how real education happens. Because real education happens out of frustration of like, you don't fucking understand, guys. That's how real education happens.
Have to be embraced.
I kept saying Ponzi scheme a bunch of times in this video. I'm not sure if it's appropriate. But again, it's one of those like pyramid things that like the weirdness trickle down, and people on the bottom are not gonna get a decent view of things. You know, and if you're just twisting reality, like it's very gonna be difficult to untwist reality. Like, how are you gonna fix that? So at some point, this shit has to be cut off. Like, someone has to be a vigilante in a way and cut you off. Technically, it's relevant now. It's relevant. Someone has to step in and cut off this nonsense trickling down. That's what Jackson was trying to do. They're just trying to trickle down his noise. Put a bunch of noise, be obsessed. Like, there's a reason why women, like, operate through the heart and are successful, because everything is, like, interconnected. The idea of trickling down your obsession is a strategy that women possess as well. They can trickle down obsession, and they're going to be known for, like, being obsessed over something very much, and maybe they're going to get benefits from that, you know? You should go to concert with me. Like, let's hang out, right? How are you going to entice a person to hang out? Let's watch Justin Bieber movie or some bullshit like that, right? Like, this trick, it has consequences. It's just Jacksfilms is completely oblivious that he's doing the female thing, and SSniperwolf is oblivious that she's doing a very male-generated toxic thing as well, right? Very toxic. So, if both parties are this toxic, we have to like step aside and let them resolve themselves, or ask for a mediator to do it, to calm the situation down. Because like this is definitely out of control. I'm still not saying like Jacksfilms is winning by any means. It's just now they're closer together than ever before, and I'm like, I appreciate that. I appreciate SSniperwolf responding to obsession with just, you know, that's the trickle-down situation. Like, she's down here as well. Everything is trickling down onto her, right? That's what Jacksfilms is trying to do. It's somewhere on this scale, SSniperwolf exists, right? And she receives the feedback, and it's getting amplified over time, right? But you must understand, it's a trickle down. It's not direct. Like, whatever Jackson says has to take a little bit of time to reach SSniperwolf, and it's going to be twisted as well. But SSniperwolf just got frustrated of like, okay, let's just skip this part. Let's see what happens if I boom, 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 you know, teleport. Let's see what happens, you know. You're desperate to come out. I was next to your home. Like, that shit's also pretty fucking twisted, like, girls stuff. In the girls' world, in their point of view of, like, you had the opportunity, your heart had the opportunity to come out, run up to me, and talk to me. You know, you had the opportunity. It's just, it's weird, bro. It's so weird. People do things like that. It's weird. We have never seen a female YouTuber, a giant female YouTuber, fight over a giant male garbage. Okay? We have never seen something like that on YouTube ever before. Like, there's always a first on anything. Like, that's how drama works. If there's drama, like, there's probably something first going on right now. Some kind of first thing that never been done before. Someone has to, like, really sacrifice themselves in order to like achieve this level of just explosive nonsense, basically. So yeah, this is absolutely fascinating to me.
Doesn't engage with the haters, except engage with the fans.
I guess it's a mistake. Yeah. You're not supposed to engage with the fans, you're supposed to engage with the haters. You're supposed to fight for your reputation all the time. And the only time you engage with your fans if like you made a success of gaining a ton of reputation, right? Maybe you need fans to contribute somehow, you're building something really big, but otherwise you don't need to engage with your fans. That's too much attention, that's too much credit for the fans when you engage with them. That's fascinating idea as well. Yeah, I enjoyed my video. I can give myself a like, absolutely. I have to, because like I watched my own video. Doesn't happen very often, my friends. That's why, you know, people don't like my videos, because I don't really tend to criticize myself. I want to just be loose and express myself. But it just works. I enjoyed it, you know. There's a lot of interesting ideas to unpack. And again, thanks SSniperwolf for doing a fucking twisted little fucking fart that I've never expected in a million years. And it's just fascinating. I enjoyed it. It's morally tricky to enjoy something like this, but hopefully Jacksfilms is safe. That's all we can do. Like, the best thing YouTube can do is just hire some protection for you, you know. Just send you a bodyguard. That's it, bro. Until and you just lay low. Maybe don't engage into drama. That's another thing that SSniperwolf, like, cosmic brain move of like, maybe Jacksfilms need to fucking lay low now. You know, now there's reason. Now there's reason to do that. Just lay low. Because if he digs deeper, he might just find where to put his grave in, you know, in the depths of hell. I don't know, bro. So, yeah, the best thing YouTube can do, hire a bodyguard, tell that, okay, we can give you a mediator if both sides want to talk to each other through a mediator. That's two things we can do, and that's it. That's how we can resolve this whole fucking shit. Jacksfilms need to still be safe, but he also has to understand a completely different perspective, a support for SSniperwolf perspective. Because I have to fight hater after hater, people who have been twisted in their minds to think that SSniperwolf is a bad content creator. That's simply not true. But people are so twisted by this Jacksfilms dude, who has a lot of influence, but he's losing influence because he's losing the grip on making more content. He just moved his main channel thing to a sub-channel. He actually released a video. Now, should we watch this video? No, I'll leave it for later. But we're gonna check, what do you do? Don't laugh. Okay, there's 3 uploads actually. Those so spook me up, the idea. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot to analyze now. Because I'm like balls deep into this. Like, I invested so much. I have to just keep digging. But the real question is like, should I subscribe and like follow this channel somehow? Probably not. Probably I don't need this shit. But there's some... Okay. I don't recognize a single person. I don't know. So there's a lot of shit going on. I just saw like Joe Biden being fucking put on a blaster. So, interesting stuff. Spook me up. I mean, that's another fucking glitch moment. Well, you got spoken. If that's the right word. It spooked, man. Were you not spooked? That's pretty cool. It's pretty spooky. Spooky SSniperwolf, am I right? Ah, alright. I love that glitch. This one I will actually confirm. This is definitely a glitch in the Matrix. Spooky Sniper Wolf. Fascinating, wonderful stuff. Absolutely. So, yeah. Let's finish the 3 minutes and shut down this video. Thank you guys for watching, by the way. Holy shit. What happened? What forced you to do it?
And how it doesn't really understand your work, right? A fan will not actually understand your work until he becomes a hater, and then he has to learn all these lessons.
That is so fascinating. When you become a hater, you have to learn the lessons. You have to understand the emotional turmoil that's going to be happening, that you cannot possibly allow yourself to be emotional in those situations. You cannot be manipulated. You can't allow people to manipulate you emotionally, because that's too easy for them to just win that way. You have to put up front as many arguments, put up walls, put up fucking barricades, start building up like a very intricate system to be able to actually put your point across. You know, now it's like a warfare, basically, where everyone is hating on each other for the sake of like challenging your ideas. That's what's going on. So yeah, when you become a hater instead of a fan, you leveling up a little bit, and now all of a sudden you're challenged to understand what the other person is going through. And if you can't do that properly, like Jacksfilms, just completely oblivious on just the background stuff, like you have to piece together the story of Sniper Wolf somehow. And people have to contribute, and he has to react to the contributions to the drama. Jacksfilms is just spinning its own hamster wheel, completely irrelevant to the whole problem. Yes, you're focused on trying to get credit for the creators, but you have to keep looking around for better solutions. You can't just pretend that your first solution is the best thing to chase after for as long as possible. The only thing that's going on is like Jacksfilms is improving his bingo game. Is that what we want in humanity, for us to have bingo game? Bro. What about a card game? What about one of those? The man snake. Yeah, I love that.
Possible to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's something that like hits me of like appreciation can only last this long, but like, yeah, until it gets harvested. That's why fans sometimes get obsessed, because they want to be appreciated. Just like, I want to meet Mr. Beast, all right, I want to like deliver a penny to Mr. Beast. But the reason why it snowballs, it's like how difficult it is to reach out to Mr. Beast. I really want to reach out to Mr. Beast, right? How difficult is that? So it's like a kind of noble thing to somewhat be obsessed of like trying to reach out to someone. So there's so many dynamics just opening up. I'm like, whoa, we're gonna have some pretty interesting stuff to work on, guys, next year. But right now we just have to sit in fear at Spooktober. Why? How? What were you shooting, bro? What were you shooting, Sniper Wolf? What was that thing you were doing? Now everything matters. Fucking crazy, bro. I just tipped my toes, man. Now it hurt my feelings every fucking day. Hurt my feelings daily is my new title of the channel. It's so fucking stupid, bro.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's not efficient for Jacksfilms to just like fully commit into drama, because like drama can backfire. It might not work out for him in the end. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. Will you benefit? Will you actually benefit from the drama? Because like the problem is, right, he's still getting paid by doing harassment content. He's getting paid. So again, you both will have to leave. This is monetized, boys. For a certain amount of time to just figure things out, all right? Not escalate anything. But like, SSniperwolf's content, if we put everything aside as well, SSniperwolf is a content creator, low reputation, questionable moves, but her content so far is not corrupted by that, right? It's still separate. Very fascinating stuff as well, right? Until her content is going to become hostile one way or the other, then, by the way, I was like worried, like SSniperwolf didn't upload for slightly longer than expected. Like 4 days, but she was doing a shooting, right? The thumbnail said, I'm scared. Like, it's kind of fascinating stuff, right? I did watch every single video for a very long time now. I guess I skipped these somehow. But yeah. Man, now I'm just enjoying myself, so to speak. Enjoying kicking Jacksfilms in the balls. But he's not going to be kicked out of YouTube Rewind. It's too difficult to do that. He has plenty of health left. And SSniperwolf has now slowed down her reputation. So I'm not sure. Like, I have to step aside to be able to, like, see things slow down. And maybe I can, you know, offer an alternative service of some kind. Maybe after YouTube Rewind, if it explodes, like something happens. So I have to believe in my own craft as well. So, guys, if this was not promoted 20 times over, this is that time. And I am signing off, my friends. Bye-bye.